Thanks for watching Aquarium Tech today. Today I was going to do a video for a review for the Aquatic Life 4-bulb fixtures, okay? Ever since I did the T-5 show and even I had like a couple of them before, but since I did the T-5 show and they saw, I think this is actually the same fixture I used for it, saw this Aquatic Life fixture, they wanted to know about it and they wanted a review, but I hadn't quite used it long enough to do a review, and really, to be honest with you, it's probably not quite long enough yet to do a review, but I think it'll be fine using my intuition and just seeing other reviews and whatnot, okay? But anyways, here we go. So, Aquatic Life 4-bulb T5 fixture, okay? So, like I just said, it's a 4-bulb high-output T5 fixture, but it's not just any 4-bulb high-output T5 fixture, okay? Because I know there's a lot of them. I know almost like every lighting company makes them, okay? But, of course, there's some, there's a lot. You can really usually distinguish the high from the low ends. And I do consider this one of the higher end ones, but for the price you pay for it, if you compare it to like an ATI power module, it's this is like maybe a fourth of the price for like the same thing from ATI, okay? And really the only difference is the reflector, but I'll get into this, okay? But anyways, really, what sets these fixtures apart from most other fixtures is this right here, is the electronic control unit here, okay? It's got this display screen here. I don't know if you can see it. Here, I can turn it on. This thing really is a lifesaver, okay? Especially if you're busy like me and have a lot of tanks. I mean, this thing is just... I absolutely love this thing. Okay. Here, let me turn it back on so you can see it here. I gotta like turn on a light here. I don't know if you can see there, but it has the time on it, okay? And of course, what that will usually mean for you, besides just telling time, is that it can tell time for the sake of the lights, okay? Which basically means you don't have to turn your lights on and off anymore. You don't have to, unplug cords or anything like that, or flip switches, or look at, you don't have to be home to control your lights, which is really nice. And what I really like about it is, because I always have a shortage of plugs around here, because what other people do is, if you don't have a fixture like this, what most people do is, they'll get a fixture that has 2 channels or something, which basically means it'll have, if it's 4 bulbs, it'll have 2 plugs, so each plug controls a set of 2 sets of 2 bulbs. And what they'll do is they'll plug it into a timer, on the electronic, on the actual electronic, the little plugs, and that's what they use to control the time. Alright, so you have to go out and buy one of those timers, and even then, you have to use multiple cords for it, whereas this only uses 1 cord, and this is 3-channel. Now, I know the ones that have moonlights, a lot of them are 3-channel too, okay? And what channel means is basically how many lights can you switch on and off, basically, okay? Like for instance, if this was a 1-channel light, all 4 bulbs in the moonlights would turn on when I hit on, or they would turn off when I hit off. 2-channel means they would be divided in half, okay? But this is 3-channel. There's a channel for the moonlights, there's a channel for what they call the blue lights, but of course I changed it out for the use of this, and then they have their white light section, okay? So it's a 3-channel. Now, like I said, there are other fixtures with that out there, but I've only seen like one other one that actually has the timer built in, which is pretty nice, okay? I really cannot say enough about it. I absolutely love it, okay? Alright. And then the other thing that I like about these fixtures, now it's going to be, some people complain that it's a little hard to set up at first, and I had a little trouble just because of the tank that I had it on, but it's the legs here, okay? As you can tell, these legs are individual legs. There's 4 of them rather than just 2 that slide on with a lot of fixtures, okay? And then of course it's got a nice acrylic lens cover, and it's also got individual reflectors. And like I said in the T-5 video, that's a big way to, for showing quality of the actual fixture, okay? As you can see here, this isn't there. It's not like individual reflectors like in the true sense of what people usually come to expect, which is usually the reflectors will actually be separated. But as you can see, the reflector does come past the bulb, like it comes out past the bulb and uses it. But most people think of it as usually, I know you guys can't see breaks here because there is no breaks in the reflector, but usually there's a break in a reflector and it looks like a triangle, like the bulb would be here and it looks like that. But as you can see, the reflector itself isn't actually separated, but it does separate the bulbs, which is important, and is what really counts. And another thing I like, if you guys have watched, well, I guess maybe I haven't put those videos out yet. Some of the videos I've had problems with. But basically, another thing at least I like about this particular unit, now some of them do have fans, okay? But their fans have worked pretty well, but I'm not a big fan of fans, okay? Usually, this isn't always true, but usually fans are underpowered and too small for the fixture, and they usually don't do much except eat up power and make noise, okay? And especially if it's in your room, it's annoying, okay? Whereas I like it to rely on the actual design, like for instance on the top here, does it have little edges and stuff so it can dissipate heat better on its own? That's what I mean by dissipate heat by its design, a heat sink, okay? Or a vent or something of the sort, okay? But so this one doesn't have a fan, which is pretty nice, even though it does have a hole here at the top. There is no fan. And some of them do, like I think all the 48-inch fixtures do, but I haven't really. They haven't. They've been probably one of the better fans I've ever had, if not the best. They don't really make a whole lot of noise. Okay. So, overall, this is a great fixture. Okay. It's got individual reflectors. It's got the amazing, basically, computer built into it, and it only uses one plug. Okay. And it's, like I said, it's got the 3 channels, alright, 4 bulbs, which is good, okay, but of course, and I know there's other fixtures with 4 or 6 and whatever bulbs, but we're just talking about their 4 bulb fixtures, okay. And for me, at least, it's a benefit that it doesn't have a fan, because it still runs cool, okay. And of course, these, if you noticed how that vent hole was here in the center, they have the design of, they know that it's important to keep the center of the bulb cool and the ballast cool, because those are what go first on lights. And like I've always said, heat is the enemy of lights, okay? So, great that they have that, that they know what components will go first and which ones are the most expensive and which need to be protected from heat the most, okay? And really, and of course it's got the 4 lights you can adjust. Really, like I said, the only thing I think it might be lacking in is in the reflector. But like I said, they are individualized reflectors, but I think the reflective material could be better. But for what you pay for this, I mean, it's just simply amazing. I mean, you pay, I think, what did I pay? Like $300 or something. I'm not sure. I think I paid, it was either like $200 or $300 for this, okay? Whereas a full 4 bulb fixture for like an ATI fixture is like, what, like $1,000 or $800, alright? For a 30-inch fixture like this. possibly even more. So, and even like a comparable brand like the Wave Point, I think the Wave Points are like even the Core Lifes are like the same exact price as this, except they don't have the little computer thing in it. So, great price and great quality from this brand. I'm pretty pleased with it as of now. All right. I think that pretty much sums up the review. I think you pretty much get it. I'll do a little demonstration for you guys, okay? And I'll show you the 3-channel before we stop here. Alright, I'm going to turn on their quote-unquote white lights. Now, mind you, I have changed pretty much all the lights, okay? There's a 10K bulb that came with it, okay? There's a 10,000 Kelvin bulb. There's a Core Life Color Max. There's a Giesman Aquaflora, and then there's a Giesman 6000K, alright? They're actually the ones I got in that package, the What's in the Box video. Those are what I got because this was actually a marine fixture, and it was growing a bunch of algae, so I had to get new bulbs. Anyways, here are the whites. Okay. And that one is the Giesman Aquaflora. And the Aquatic Life 10,000K. And then this one is the Color Max and the Giesman 6000K. Alright. And then those are the night lights, the moon lights, whatever you want to call them, okay? And what I really like is these moonlights are actually really powerful. Well, I wouldn't want to say really powerful, but they definitely have some power to them, and they'll definitely light up your aquarium nice at night, and they look really nice. All right. And just to show you how bright this bad boy gets. Boom. I bet you that turning the camera lens is like just dark. And then let me see if you can even see the night lights. Yeah, you can't even see them. Alright. Well, that pretty much does it for the review on these guys. I hope that helps. I hope if any of you guys were actually intending to buy it or had any questions about it, that answers them, alright? Alright guys, thanks for tuning in.